Would you be brave enough to send a former flame an exit survey? That's what one 21-year-old student in America has done. Quite why, we have no idea. But anyway, she sends her exes a questionnaire in a bid to find out where it all goes wrong. I've got some of the questions here. So they break up, whatever, and so through the post or by email, whatever, she sends them this survey, you know, in a sort of list. Could you please tell me some feedback on what is wrong with Katie? What is wrong with you? At what point did you know that this wouldn't work out? What could Katie have done to enhance the experience for you? Would you refer Katie to a friend? Would you like to remain on the waiting list in case Katie revisits your application or another one? Oh, God.
It's like when you leave a hotel room.
Yeah. Customer feedback.
I feel really sorry for Katie, that she feels like she has to send these forms out to blokes that she's been out with and that have finished with her. So I feel really, really sorry for her.
But maybe she's taking a very sort of pragmatic approach and thinking,
well, if she
that
sent them out to
relationship
so
went
many
wrong.
people and they're still not staying with her, she obviously knows that there's something not right there somewhere along the line.
But she's trying to find out.
I think it's. I mean, it's quite fun. I mean, I'm presuming she's doing this quite tongue-in-cheek, so it's quite funny, I think, and it's quite a groovy way of sort of making your ex feel uncomfortable. But I think there really is something in just saying, listen,
saying it.
what? No, but why are we so anti any communication within a relationship? It's like everything's got to be just hearts and
over.
But if you're going into
it's not in a relationship. It's done.
But when I went to couples counselling, the couples counsellor said, if you break up with this relationship, you will probably come back to some other counsellor because you take the same problems with you into another relationship. Mark and I talk all the time about what drives us crazy about each other, and we do that because I've learned I never had any introspection after all my other relationships ended. It was just like, oh, well, it's either just what I wanted, it was all their fault, and I didn't really think about it. And surely, and I know this sounds a bit but surely a relationship is about improving yourself and finding more stuff out about yourself.
Yes, but why can't you just do that yourself? If you're
if you're only your own questioner, you're always going to come up with the best answer.
If you can't admit to yourself what the problems are, you will know what they are. Then you're not going to have someone else tell you what they are because you won't want to hear the truth.
But
you won't want to hear it.
Okay. So here's a question.
People can't handle the truth.
when you've been in relationships, the person that you've been in a relationship has always known what it was that they did that was so wrong for you. Can people see that of themselves?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not true.
I know exactly why every single one of my relationships.
No, but did they?
And is it the same?
Worked.
And is it the same reason each time?
It's their fault. No, it's not. No, I mean, look. Sometimes things don't work, and sometimes you just don't need to know why they just don't work.
No.
You're just with the wrong person.
But
what do you need those reasons for? And sometimes it can be harsh. Oh, I stopped going out with you because you stink, or what? You know, what do you say?
And yet, you don't want to hear that.
I agree with you, Kat. I mean, I agree with both of you actually, because I think within a relationship that you really want to keep going. Absolutely, I think that kind of communication is vital, and I probably don't do it enough. I think when our relationships come to an end, in fact, I can remember distinctly sitting in front of this guy who dumped me, and I was upset because I didn't want to be dumped. I didn't actually like him, I just didn't want to be dumped.
No one does.
No, and I started to go into, what went wrong? And then something in my head, I looked at his face and I thought, why am I putting myself through this?
Exactly.
You know, the humiliation. He's going to come up with some ridiculous reason that's probably not the truth because he doesn't really want to give me the truth. He just wants to get out the door. And I'm going to sit here on my own beating myself up because he's come up with some trumped-up thing. I mean, that is the time, I think, you go away and you sit down by yourself and you think, right, you know, what happened there? And you have to be honest with yourself. But I don't think they're going to be honest with you.
Or talk to a friend. Like,
say
to a friend. Like, I know, why do you think that I'm, you know, things are not working out between me and all of these people that I've been going out with?
Speak to a friend. Trust.
Because it's trying too hard, though, isn't it? If we try too hard, it's not going to work. She's obviously trying too hard to find someone. What's the reason you're not with me anymore? Because I don't like you anymore.
But hang on, we're thinking of this only in terms of here we are, oh, the poor little woman, we're asking what have we done wrong. I'm thinking of it as a two-way street. So I'm going to give a form or have this conversation and you're going to have one. I'm going to tell you where I think it was wrong. And otherwise, what's the point?
What's to be gained from that?
Well, because you learn stuff. It doesn't mean you then have to follow the rule, but, oh, I'm going to change that. But you can have, like, a little conversation. Oh, I wonder if that is something that I mean, I know. I mean, I've learned a lot. I went through so many of my relationships thinking I was right and they were all wrong and it was all to do with them. And I could have learned quicker if I'd actually listened sometimes to why those relationships had gone wrong, and I wish I had.
But she does ask them the question, what's wrong with me, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
She is communicating in that way, but I wonder how many people have just not returned it.
I think there's so much divorce because people think there is no work in a relationship. They think unless I just have this incredible chemistry with you, that will what drive us through for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. No. It's not true.
Most people know that it's hard work. Most people know that. You've got to be really shallow to think that you will always be that kind of, you know, in that sort of knicker-ripping romantic phase.
But I think it's shallow.
What do you think is the most annoying thing about you in a relationship?
Me? Oh, I don't know.
Well, there you go. You need to be told by somebody else.
I don't think there's anything.
Thank you. Proven.
I'm not going to try and find something because that would just be like, you know, putting myself down.
No, but
if there's something wrong, I'll just accept it. It's wrong.
Listen,
it's not right.
I think the problem with this is we're saying if somebody has some feedback to you, that means there's something wrong with you. It's not about that. Nobody is perfect. Aren't we always trying to learn more stuff about ourselves?
Yeah, there might be something wrong with you.
There's a lot wrong with me, I'm telling you.